Heartland Christian Lions, as Bryce Franken on the other side, head coach of the Columbiana Clippers. They're going to be opposite coaching dugouts here today for the Team Stars and Team Stripes. Coach Mark Franken, the head coach of the Stripes team, with Coach Bryce Franken, the head skipper of the Stars team, for this annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game. As we're getting ready, just moments away from our first pitch, we're going to get you settled in and set up with that in just a couple moments back here on your Sports Network.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana, and I am why I'm proud.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, every mile tells a story. They tell a story about how hard we work, the experience we have, and how driven we are to go the extra mile for our customers and our community. At Greenwood Chevrolet, miles aren't just a number on the dash. They tell a story about what going the extra mile really means. Let us go the extra mile for you, only.
Welcome to Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center, where passion meets precision. Experience state-of-the-art technology with 3 TrackMan fitting bays, ensuring your clubs are perfectly tailored to your game. From fun games for the whole family to expert lessons and clinics, there's something for everyone. Our authorized Callaway Club Fitting Center ensures you're equipped with the best. Book online or call our golf shop to reserve your spot today. Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center. Elevate your game, rain or shine.
Enjoy lunch or dinner on the patio. Eat, sip, relax at Giangelo's in Boardman.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
Help for your child to grow and succeed. We provide a path forward for you and your family. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our adolescent programs were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
And welcome back, everybody. We are just moments away from getting underway here from Bob Scene Park in Struthers, Ohio. Ty Bartell alongside Rob Johnson on the 1s and 2s with the call and coverage of all the action from this annual YSN Live All-Star Game, Baseball All-Star Game, as we have the ladies, the Softball All-Star Game due up this upcoming Wednesday, June 18th. as we're just settling in, getting a couple things set before our official first pitch. A little bit delayed start time from our original 6 p.m. first pitch. You always know how these things go, and there's always a few kinks you got to work out to make sure everything's running smoothly, and that's just the case right now. We're getting everything set up and squared away, and as soon as we do that, we will bring you back in with some baseball here on your Sports Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
And gentlemen. Check, check. There we go. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the YSN All-Star Game. And we want to wish a special happy Father's Day to each and every father that joined us here today and is joining us around the world on ysnlive.com. We are so incredibly grateful. Each of you are here tonight. Obviously, we're here for our sons, for the great season that they put on for their communities, their families, their fans, and their school districts. This is the largest game in the entire country when it comes to All-Star games. We have 67 players today. How about a hand for these folks? Obviously, today is a very special day to a lot of us here. Whether your father's here, whether they're not, we want to thank every dad that paved the way, that first game of catch that each of these boys played that led them to this moment and beyond. Please, a round of applause for all the dads here. Also tonight, by walking through those magical gates here at Scene Park and paying your $5 admission fee, you are helping change lives with Shaker Woods Helping Hands Charity. Thank you so much for helping us make this area a better place for everybody, not just through sports, but because we work together in this town. Thank you so much. I also want to thank all the moms that were able to get us all here, because we know we wouldn't be here without them. So thank you, moms. Want to thank everyone working at Bob's Scene Park, from the grounds crew, Bob Beam, Scott Rourke, our Master of Ceremonies tonight, Red Baker. We'll try to keep him awake throughout the contest tonight. Tonight's contest will be a 9-inning game. You will see approximately 20 different pitchers from this area. You will see 7 different catchers, if I counted correctly. And don't quote me on that, but I think we're pretty close. But most importantly, tonight we play for each other, we play for this town, and certainly we play for the communities under this banner, under this great country. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, if you would rise, if you are able, and gentlemen, remove your caps and direct your attention to center field as we honor the greatest country in the world, the United States of America. introductions of the players, there's a few people I want to certainly thank as well. Volunteering tonight are these great umpires led by Jeremy Atkins-Hill. So please give them a round of applause. They're always there when we need them. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll turn it over to Red Baker, your master of ceremonies here at Bob Seton Park, the voice of the park, for our introductions of tonight's contestants.
Welcome, everybody. And I'm going to go over these lineups. They didn't give me numbers, but we'll wing it. And I have some gentlemen on here, their fathers played at this park, and I announced them. I will know your uniforms, and some of you I will know your numbers, because you play here all the time, especially Mr. Toothberry. For these stripes, Frank Senedak, Austintown pitch. Carter Owens, Austintown pitch. Tyler Kerr from Boardman Spartans. Grayson Eicher, Boardman Spartans. Ray Coleman, Brookville Warriors. Hannah Kodakis, Campbell Red Devils. Ben Oates, Cardinal Mooney. Dylan Howell, Champion Flashes. Cole Resicar, Boardman. Ryan Neefer, Boardman. Braden Devine, Crestview Rebels. Cale Moraski, Palestine. Zane Naylor, Edgewood. Cam Herrick, Gerard. Luca Prezzaglio, Howland. Dom Santee, Howland. Caden Ruby, Jackson, Norton Blue Jays. Landon Brunstetter, LeBray. Cooper Rice, Louisville. Gabe Irwin, Maplewood. Quinn Schmidt, McDonald. Cam Houck, Newton Falls. Tyson Terrajak, Poland, Bear, Hixline, Salem. Gavin Hiscock, South End. Ben Catlow, Springfield. Jordan Becker, Struthers. Parker Newborn, United. James Schoenauer, United. Anthony Berry, Ursuline. Owen Bender, Heartland Christian. Eric May, Waterloo. Landon Ramsey, Wellsville. Nico Papuga, South Range Raiders. For the Stars, Mason Petritis, Austintown Pitch. Landon Snyder, Warren JFK. Ben Otis, Cardinal Mooney. Joe Mancini, Campville. Katie Reese, Cardinal Mooney. Ryan Reese, Cardinal Mooney. Ford Stacy, Cardinal Mooney. Isaac October, Crestview Rebels. Nate Birch, East Liverpool. Tyler Bourne, East Palestine. Will Hines, Gerard. Jaden Royal, Gerard. Liam McElwain, Columbiana. Avery Young, Columbiana. Braden Sunger, Hubbard, Eagles. Gabe Ruffsnack, Hubbard. Johnny Reyes, Hubbard. Michael Ripple, Jefferson. Austin Rowe, LeBray. Isaiah Lance, Lakeview. C.J. Faulkner, Latonia. Gino Perry, Lowville. Colton Wilton, Maplewood. Brady Faulkner, McDonald. A.J. Sandy, Middle Ridge. Jack Philly, Middle Ridge. Leland Fargo, Newton Falls. Caleb Miller, Southeast, Ravenna. Julian Chanovich, South Range. Mason Pitts, Southern Local. Tiger Capengia, Warren JFK. Freddie Bolchak, Warren JFK. Anthony Perry, West Ranch. And Hunter Stacy, Western Reserve. Stars coach Mark Franklin, Hartman Christian, and Bryce Franklin, Columbiana. The Highlander, your engines running in the parking lot. HNV 8625. Ball.
And we emphatically got the play ball signal now as we are moments away here from our next annual YSN Live All-Star Game. Ty Bartell on the mics with Rob Johnson co-hosting with me, and on the ones and twos switching for us today with all these clean and crisp, newly added camera angles to our usual YSN Live All-Star Game today too. So we're going to have all those nice cuts and looks around beautiful Bob Scene Field #1 right here in Struthers, Ohio for you, as Jeremy Adkins Hill and his umpiring crew get ready to take the field and volunteering their time. And we always thank them oh so much for the time that they volunteer to make these all-star games possible, not just baseball, but also as well basketball and our volleyball all-star games, as it's just always those guys, too, that have always been around, it feels like, since the inception, and they've always been able to give their time, too, and we thank them oh so much, too, and being able to help us put these games on. Also, shout out Mahoning Valley Sports, too. Bradley Forwards here with all the camera angles in action, as well as our man Anthony Hartwig for YSN. He's got a camera out there as well, so plenty of pictures to be had from today's contest for all of you parents and folks watching out there. And, of course, support our local photographers, too. Purchase those pictures, too, that you can have last a lifetime from the moments that are captured here today at Bob Scene Field #1. As we are getting ready to get started, and it looks like warming up to start pitching. They said 20 pitchers are going to be featured in today's 9-inning contest. It will be 9 innings, and it looks like starting off on the rubber there is Warren JFK's own, and number 34, Freddie Balchuk. And I've gotten a chance to see Freddie Balchuk pitch ever since he was a youngster, too, and how he's continued to develop. This is one of the best arms in the entire area, folks, no doubt. Beautiful day today as well. Game time temperature at plus 80 degrees here. Couple clouds in the sky, none of them threatening for rain. This is the ideal weather I feel like you could ask for one of our all-star games. And a first pitch from Balchuk rolls outside, 1-0. On the other side, it is Heartland Christians. I believe that is Owen Bender in the box there for Heartland Christian.
Next, Owen Bender leading off for.
And a called strike, evening the count. Check myself, 2-1. 2 balls and a strike as Balchuk kicks, fires. That's hit out towards short. Fielding it on a hop, chest high, fired across the diamond, and in time to retire Bender. 1 away. So with 1 down here in the top of the first inning, Balchuk fires in a first pitch offering, and it's there for a strike, 0-1. Strike called, and quickly the count 0-2 on Eric May. Eric May of the Waterloo Vikings taking outside, ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the man from Atwater as he'll take Balchuk's pitch. Another one hit out shortstop side. Actually going to be third, fielding it, firing across the diamond. Got him by a step. Nice strong delivery from the hot corner for the second out here in the top of the first. So Freddie Balchuk, 2 quick outs here in the inning. But he's going to have to go through another as the left-handed hitting Braden Devine going to be stepping in. The southpaw swinging Devine takes a first pitch strike, 0-1. Ty Bartell joined with Rob Johnson on the 1s and 2s today for our annual All-Star game as Devine takes a divine strike by Balchuk, placing it on the outer third and quickly putting him in a hole 0-2. Balchuk says, I'm not working by the minute here. I'm working by the out, looking for 3 quick ones to get his inning of work under his belt. Ball and 2 strikes here on Devine. Balchuk ready, the pitch. Little excuse me tapper in front of the mound, jumping on it. Balchuk fires the first, overthrown and into right field all the way to the fence line, and Devine gonna hold up at first. So a base runner here for Team Stars as Bryce Franken's squad got a base runner. As Anthony Treveri has Devine at first. Balchuk gonna have to pitch around a base runner. Treveri takes strike 1. Has not been an issue for Balchuk and getting ahead of hitters. Quick peek over at first. Comes back home. Another strike, outer third, 0-2. Balchuk working in rhythm. Another sneak peek preview over at first. Checking on Devine, coming home with the pitch. It's a ball low, throw down to second. Oh, it beat him. Did he hold on? No, he didn't. Lost the hold of the baseball and safe the call. Devine able to slide in past the tag, and now a base runner in scoring position here for Team Stars as Crestview's own Braden Devine snags a stolen base and gives Anthony Treveri a chance to put Team Stripes on the board early. Here's the 1-2 offering. It'll run outside to the right-handed hitting Treveri. 2-2 the count. That one hit in the air, out towards right field, hooking foul. Anthony Treveri donning the Irish green unis with the white bottom, green high socks, gold Irish across the chest. And he'll take a called strike 3 looking. Balchuk freezes him and strands a runner in scoring position as he'll walk off the field with 1 inning scoreless here in the top of the first. And our first look at Team Stars batting when we return after this on YSNLive.com.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
And welcome back in, everybody. Ty Bartell alongside Rob Johnson on the ones and twos for our annual YSN Live All-Star Game, live from beautiful Bob Scene Park Field number 1. Pitching here for Team Stars, Team Stripes in the bottom of the first inning. That is going to be Colin Recitar out of the Boardman Spartans, as Recitar has that big frame and he can bring some power behind those pitches. He's looking to match the scoreless top of the first that Warren JFK's Freddie Bolchak was able to deal. As Recitar looks like he's going to be set up to face, I think that is Anthony Perry, I believe, out of the West Branch Warriors program. As Anthony Perry, first pitch went up the ladder, hit Recitar, and went swinging for it, did Perry.
He was trying to go yard there.
Yeah, no doubt. And you have all the camera angles set up today too, Rob, so if he does, we're going to see it. If we wanted to implement a replay system with the amount of cameras you put up now, Rob, we're not too far off from being able to do that.
Well, I have the replay machine. We just didn't bring it with us. I wasn't sure. I haven't been to this park, so it was a little bit of a challenge to get it set up and getting going.
We gotta save some cards in our hands for future uses. As strike 2 taken as Perry down in the count. Recitar unafraid to deal here. Recitar's 2-strike pitch, lining foul, opposite field side. 0-2 the count remains. Ty Bartell, your sports network. Rob Johnson on the ones and twos. We are so thankful for you tuning in and being a part of this annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game, whether you're in attendance or joining us live here on the airwaves. We are so appreciative of you. That's hit out to first. Little trouble misfielding it. Underhand toss. Recitar there covering the bag in time to get Perry for out number 1. Recitar wasn't worried about the little mishandle at first. He trusted his man was going to get it, did his job, covered the first base bag, and he was ready for the throw coming maybe a little bit later than originally timed up. As Mason Petridis, this is a matchup we see all the time between All-American Conference foes, Colin Recitar and Mason Petridis. Petridis didn't get to throw a pitch his entire junior year. He came back the senior season and looked just as strong, if not stronger, than his former self. Is a two-way player that can do a lot of damage for the Falcons, as Petridis awaits the 0-1 from Recitar. Take it outside, 1-1. Nothing really to hide between these two. They kind of know what each other has. They're familiar with one another. They've seen and had matchups with one another plenty of times before. The 1-1. And going, cutting in, missing. Nasty breaking ball action there by Recitar. Opposite batter's box it ended up with. And it's 1-2.
Beautiful pitch. Just catching that outside corner.
1-2. Petridis finds himself in a hole. Looking for the second out. That's hit out into center field. Devine, after raging back on it, it's over his head as Petridis touching first, looking for second, and he's going to get in there standing with a double. So Mason Petridis gets the hit parade started for either team. First hit of this All-Star game, and it was a straightaway shot to center field that dropped over the head of Devine in center for the double. So a chance to bring home a run. Frankie Senedek, his Falcon teammate, love it up on Petridis. They're opponents in this game. As Senedek over at second, and a swing and a miss at the dish, 0-1. I believe this is A.J. Sandy that is up to bat.
The batter is A.J. Sandy, number 8.
And a called strike 2. As Sandy takes a pitch opposite batter's box on the breaker. Tried to get him to chase, wouldn't offer at it. Jeremy Adkins Hill is our umpire behind the dish, calling balls and strikes. Offering his time to be here, folks, so don't be too harsh on him on the calls that might be in the river. That pitch fouled away to stay alive, Sandy. With an RBI opportunity, less than 2 down, 1 away with a 1-2 count on the Mineral Ridge Ram. Recitar, similar to Balchuk, having to deal with a runner in scoring position on him. Petritas trying to force a throw, but instead getting the out at the plate, throwing it right past Sandy on the beautiful pitch on the inner third. Strikeout number 1 today for Recitar, and out number 2 in the inning.
Stars is number 2, Gino Perry.
Gino Perry to bat now. A Perry parade in this first inning. Anthony Perry from West Branch to lead it off, and Gino Perry, 3-hole batter and 4-hole batter, I should say, cleanup man, and he'll take a first pitch strike. That one looked like it was starting outside, and it broke right back over the plate. Up the ladder and got another swing. 0-2 on Perry as Recitar trying to match the 0 put up by Team Stripes in the top half of the inning. As Stars pitcher Balchuk able to pitch around the error in the stolen base in the first. Recitar trying to get around the 1-out double. He has 2 away in this inning. 1 pitch away from retiring Perry from the Rockets. The pitch, swing and a miss, tossed it by him and got another K. 2 in the inning for Recitar, and both teams scoreless after 1. Top of the second coming your way. Stripes trying to break the scoreless tie when we return.
The ins and outs of everyday life can be chaotic. This is how every hectic day should end. Get any one of these hot tubs for less than $189 a month. And for right now, you can run on dealer money, which is 0% APR for 72 months. Your escape is just a step away. Visit your favorite location or burnettpools.com/vita-spas for a quote today.
Help for your child to grow and succeed. We provide a path forward for you and your family. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our adolescent programs were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
Welcome back, everybody. We get ready for the top of the second inning, and if it's anything like the first, we might be in for a quick one here as pitching taking precedence, as Anthony Perry going to be taking over the West Branch Warrior product for this second inning of play. The right-hander looking to get his 3 outs after Freddie Balchuk started things for Team Stars on the mound in the top of the first. Team Stripes going to be looking for their first hit of the contest. Again, all proceeds to our All-Star game, as they always do, go to a different charity, or different charities as we like to donate throughout the area. This time and this year's baseball All-Star game, the proceeds of today's game are going to be going to Shaker Woods Helping Hands, which was established in 2023 out in Columbiana, Ohio. As we always like to support communities and community endeavors too. Shaker Woods Helping Hands, our latest. As Anthony Perry says he's all set. And for the Spartans, it is number 21, Grayson Eicher, that's up to bat. As Eicher takes the first pitch by Perry. And it's a called strike, 0-1. That's hit foul and out of the dugout, in and out of the dugout on a laser beam shot. It's 0-2. Eicher finds himself in an early hole to Anthony Perry. The 0-2 offering. Ran it outside, couldn't get him to chase, 1-2. Pitch taken, called, strike three. Perry froze him as Eicher watched one at the knees for a strike three looking. First out of this top of the second as Team Stars picking up where they left off as Perry not missing a beat from where Balchok was. As out of Trumbull County, the champion Flash's own Dylan Howell up to bat. Howell will take first pitch ball. It ran inside. Perry couldn't get the call. Tried to frame it on the outer third. No call there either as 2-0 the count. 2-0 pitch to Howe. He takes again, and 3 balls, no strikes. Howe way ahead in the count. The 3-0 pitch from Perry, taking all the way, and it's still the hitter's count now, 3-1 after the get-me-over fastball across the dish. Perry now back with the 3-1. That'll be taken. Ball 4 outside, and Howe works the walk. Second inning in a row that Team Stripes going to have a base runner. Still looking for their first hit of today's ball game. So with Howe at first, Perry going to have to deal with a base runner on. Base runner in every half inning so far. And a first pitch strike delivered, 0-1. Missing there as count moves even. A pitch missing as well. 2 consecutive, 2-1 now the count. That's hit in the hole between first and second. Base hit, first of the day for Stripes. Howell will touch second and go to third. As Luca Franzaglio grabs the base hit as Franzaglio, first one from the Team Stripes to get on board by way of earning it. Dom Santee with runners at the corners, 1 away in this top of the second. Anthony Perry has a first pitch, double play potential, go to second for 1. The relay throw to first, got him in time. Double him up, 4-6-3 style, and just like that, in a bit of a jam, blink of an eye, not so fast, not anymore. Perry gets the 2-for-1 special drawn up, and we go to the bottom of the second, still scoreless from the annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game.
Help for your child to grow and succeed. We provide a path forward for you and your family. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our adolescent programs were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, You can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
As we welcome you back in for the bottom of the second inning, we're still scoreless from the annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game from beautiful Bob Scene Park, field number 1 here in Struthers, Ohio. Bob Scene Park, established in 1995. We are celebrating 30 years of Bob Scene Park baseball this year, as another great year of Bob Scene Park Class B baseball that is underway, and in the middle of it, as Tyler Kurlick, another Spartan pitcher, going to be taking aim on the mound, and Colin Resitar already got a scoreless frame under his belt. Tyler Kurlick trying to be the second Spartan to do so and match what the 3 pitchers previous him have already done with posting those goose eggs on the scoreboard. Kurlick, big right-hander. He possesses a ton of power, too, when he's on that mound. First pitch dealt outside. As Kurlick, second pitch also outside where he missed. As stepping in. First pitch after the 2-0 count is swinging and fouled away. 2-1. Count now 3 balls and a strike after that miss. The 3-1 hit first base side, taking it himself is Eicher, and stepping on the bag, out number 1. As Taggart Carfangia up to bat. Carfangia with 1 away. Carfangia's first pitch fouled back to the netting. That'll be hit foul as well. Carfangia aggressive out of the gates here against Kurlick. Catching a piece of the first 2 offerings. Now finds himself in a hole, looking to protect the plate. Kurlick trying to find a quick second out. Couldn't get him to chase. 1-2. Team Stars trying to strike first on this scoreboard. Scoreless here from Bob Scene Park. You really couldn't ask for a better day, I think, temperature and weather-wise. And considering how Mother Nature has been absolutely brutalizing us with rain, and it seems like we've been mixing in those sunny days in between the rain so we can really up that humidity, and the sweat factor's been up there.
It was pretty chaotic and hot out there trying to get the camera set up.
Well, yeah, I saw you and the daughter were doing the cheerleading stunts out there in right field, and doing some cheering as Team Stars as the base hit by Taggart Carfangia with 1 away.
Well, we had to
puts a runner on.
We had to use the old school method where I put her up in the air so we could those 50-foot camera stands make it a little bit of a challenge to adjust.
I'm still impressed with the upper arm strength, though, and the upper body strength you were showing, Rob. I was seeing you out there in right field. You still got it.
I don't know about all that.
Taggart Carfangi has got it as well, too, as he ripped the base hit opposite field way. He's the go-ahead run representing at first for Team Stars. Tyler Kurlick. Every pitcher has had to deal with at least one base runner. Count now 0-2. Kurlick wasting little time. Trying to quick pitch Carfangia, and he'll quickly get it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Strikeout, 3 pitches. See you later, Kurlick. Strong, and he was working fast. Not getting paid by the hour, not getting paid at all, but getting the out rather quickly. 3 pitches. And now, looks like coming up from the Hubbard Eagles. They're actually going to have 3 representatives in today's game. This one going to be number 22, Johnny Reyes. And Johnny Reyes has taken home some accolades with Your Sports Network in the past, including being represented here at this All-Star game. Reyes, one of the better catchers you're going to find in and around the area. He could also play both corners. Looking to throw on Carfangia, and luckily Senedak was able to go airborne to keep that one in the same zip code. Carfangia was hoping that one made a trip to center field. He'll give some love to Senedak, saying, good thing you caught that. I would have been 90 feet further if you had, maybe even across the plate. Pitch fouled back by Reyes. Another RBI opportunity for either one of these teams here, as Reyes trying to come through for Team Stars. Bottom of the second inning. That one misses up in the zone, a ball. Kurlick coming set. Checks the runner, Carfangia at second, fires home, gets it in there, called strike 2. 2 strikes here, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Reyes. 2-2 on number 22 with 2 down in the inning. That's hit foul back to the netting, and we'll do it again, 2-2. Reyes trying to find a bit of outfield grass to try to bring home that first run. Hit chopper foul. And folks, in case you haven't noticed too, in the outfield, we do have a right center and a left center fielder. So 5 outfielders set up right now in the outfield, and needless to say, any kind of room that you need to try to hit into the gaps is non-existent. You better have some nuke shots hit over the heads. Kurlick trying to figure out Reyes as Reyes worked the count full now, 3-2. Kurlick looking in, getting the call, he comes set. Deep breath on the mound, here's the payoff. Hit high, chopper out to short, waiting on it. Chest high grab, fire to first in time as covering is Zeicher for out number 3. Another base runner threatens, but they are slammed shut. Door in front of the face as we're still scoreless after 2. Top of the third we go. Stripes trying to break this scoreless tie.
Some families you're born with, then there's the family that you choose. Over the years, we've been blessed to have our family grow. No, we're not all related at Myers Family Insurance, but when you surround yourself with good people, it sure seems that way. Our goal is for you to feel that way whenever you meet someone from our team. At Myers Family Insurance, it's not just about helping you with your Medicare and retirement needs, it's about making you feel welcome to the family.
For all your Medicare needs, call Myers Family Insurance.
And hello and welcome back, everybody. Top of the third inning from our annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game from beautiful Bob Scene Park, field number 1. And a big happy special Father's Day to all of you dads that are tuning in and watching or here in the ballpark with us today for this special Father's Day game. All-Star game from here for your sports network. Ty Bartell alongside Rob Johnson with the call-in. Johnson on the ones and twos for us today on your sports network. And it's been a great one so far. My type of game, at least. I love the pitchers' duels, and pitching has taken precedence here early on. As we welcome you into this top of the third, and looks like taking over here for, I believe that is Hubbard's representative. As we saw it, and also Hubbard representative behind the dish too, as Johnny Reyes going to be taking over. I want to say that is, I believe it is Rusnak that is. Check that other Hubbard pitcher. It was Braden Songer. They do have both Rusnak and Songer on this team representing. It is Braden Songer. we got the Hubbard Eagle. From the same nest, different Eagle, but Songer. No laughing stock, too. Both pitchers, too, and Rusnak and Songer were a dangerous 1-2 combination for the Eagles this year. Now it's just you got to try to carry on the candle now, pass the torch, pass the baton, if you will, as we have 4 pitchers, 2 for each team that have taken the mound, and they've all dealt zeros. So you don't want to be that one that allows the score across. Songer trying to keep it going. And a swing and a miss. And you love to have your catcher behind the dish. There's already going to be a sense of comfortability having Johnny Reyes at backstop. Songer. Pitch hit high out to Otis at the hot corner. He'll wait on it. Fire the strong arm, accurate throw across the diamond for out number 1. Ben Otis, the Cardinal Mooney representative, making the play there. Zane Naylor out of East Palestine up to bat now. Taken, called, strike 2. It's Kale Moraski. Down in the count, 0-2. Songer's pitch, swing and a miss. Songer, 2 quick outs dealt here in the top of the third. I think all these pitchers, came together and said, who's going to have the quickest inning today? We're gonna lay down a little bet. Friendly bet, Skittles on the line. Sunflower seeds, they're baseball players, too.
There we go.
Smackin's the new brand I'm hearing all of them talk about, too. So you throw the Smackin seeds in the pot, too. Quickest inning gets to take it home. First pitch ball. Tyson Terajak going ninja incognito mode. No number this time. We're going under the radar with it. But Terajak, not an under-the-radar player by any means, too. Big name over there for the Bulldogs.
Well, that's one thing about all-star games is you got, like even Cooper Rice, who was up for the Leopards, not wearing his normal number for the Leopards, but representing Louisville, pulling out one of the archive jerseys.
Got to don whatever. Yeah, I like the breaking out some of the old-school jerseys there. 3-1 the count here on Terajak.
The throwbacks.
Songer trying to post the first 1-2-3 inning of the day. A base runner has been on each half inning, but No one able to score yet. Favorable pitch, and that streak going to continue as Terajak going to reach on the walk with 2 away here in the top of the 3rd. Songer now going to have to deal with the bat of Frankie Senadak out of Austintown Fitch. Senadak with a go-ahead runner at first, scoreless here from the annual YSN Live All-Star Game. And Senadak will take ball 1 outside. Outfield loaded with 5 outfielders. You got a left, a right, a center, and then we have a left center and right center fielder today. Called strike. Quick peek over at Terajak at first. Songer ready. Dealing. Swing and a miss right over top of that pitch was Senadak. Brought the breaker in. It came through for him. 1-2 the count now on Senadak. Here's the 1-2 from Songer. Caught a piece of it, did Senadak, and he'll stay alive at a ball in. 2 strikes now the count. Again, the 2-strike pitch, and it goes in and out of the glove, and I think caught a piece of it did Senadak, so again, he'll stay alive. It goes low on Senadak. Opportunity to try to continue this inning, move that runner over from first. Here again, the 2-2 pitch, and again, Senadak fouls it off, stays alive. Wants to be the name to break it up. Songer. 2-strike pitch again. It's up high. Ball throw down by Reyes. Not in time. Terajak the steal. And Terajak looks like asking Reyes, where was the throw? Where was the challenge? Conference rivals, those two, but Senadak strikes out swinging as Songer comes back to get the K, stranding another runner in scoring position to end a half inning. Bottom of the 3rd we go, still scoreless from this All-Star game.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
as we welcome you back. Bottom of the third inning, and what do you know? Another Boardman Spartan pitcher taking the mound. This time it's Ryan Neefer taking aim for the Spartans, as we've seen 3 different Spartan arms take the mound, and to the 2 prior were able to post a scoreless inning. We're scoreless all the way around. Only 3 hits combined between these 2 teams, but they have each gotten at least 1 base runner in each of these first few innings too, as Team Stars third chance to take some hacks here today. And Neefer going to be trying to continue the streak of scoreless innings that we've seen from these great pitching arms from both Team Stars and Team Stripes. And that was one thing that I feel like was a constant around the area. We had a lot of great pitching performances from a multitude of schools. Great parity that we're seeing all the way through Northeast Ohio in this region. And they're kind of showcasing all of that right here. Colton Logan out of Maplewood up to bat. Left-handed hitting. Logan takes a first pitch ball. (1-0) lifted foul and to the parking lot. Hopefully everybody parked wisely right there too, and if you did take your chances, hopefully no one has to leave here with an insurance claim.
I didn't even think about that.
Hopefully you don't have an insurance claim to make after this one's all said and done, Rob.
Yeah,
that's always the roll of the dice. I feel like you always get reminded too, and you always hope you don't get reminded in the tough way during baseball, softball season about, man, this is a really close spot to the field. I wonder why no one's parking there. Oh, yeah, that's why.
Well, fortunately, I think I'm shielded slightly by the stands, but I am right there on the fence. That wasn't a smart move. I wasn't thinking about it when we were unloading.
Get yourself the shield unit set up there for it. If you're trying to get through Logan, and just did get a piece of it, as Colton Logan, Maplewood Rockets' first time Maplewood has been represented in a YSN Live baseball all-star game. We were able to welcome the Rockets out of Maplewood to our YSN family this past basketball season. Near the Cortland, Ohio area, as Colton Logan will take a called strike 3, and strikeouts aplenty with the pitching that we've seen on the mound today.
Seems to be a ball on the field over in right center field, right below the night line sign.
Just hanging out there. Yeah.
Must have been from the game behind us.
Jack Gilly from Mineral Ridge up to bat. Second Rams representative to take some hacks in this game. We saw A.J. Sandy earlier. Your first pitch goes low, ricocheting off the dirt and going to the netting. 2-0 the count opens up here on Gilly. Pitch up high, it's a ball. And Gilly working from in front of this count. The first pitch, swing and a miss. Gilly was taking his hacks there, no doubt, ahead in the count. Tried to do some damage with that pitch, but the way the arms have been going so far, it might only take one. That's it out to Sarah Jack at second. He'll wait on it, rely on the arm strength. Throw to first, pulled him off the bag. Did he hold on? He did in time for the out. Little minor collision, but everyone's all good. Nice job on just holding on to get the out there. That was two. I want to shout out Cameron Huff for holding on to that play at first and holding his foot on the bag. The Newton Falls representative had a chance to talk with Mr. Cameron Huff before the season even started. Player profile, ysnlive.com. Kyler Bourne trying to do something with two down here. Bourne ready back in the box. Two down in the inning. Nate Veer's pitch. And it's ball four, and the streak continues of at least one base runner an inning as with two outs, Kyler Bourne, the East Palestine, one of the East Palestine representatives, works the walk. Nate Birch from East Liverpool. Red almost made a classic sin there going Liverpool or going Palestine in place of Liverpool there, but able to make the correction. But East Liverpool right there on the river. Nate Birch, the first man not named Evan Tice, representing East Liverpool in one of our All-Star games, I feel like in the last 4 years. As Birch will take for a called strike. That'll go low and outside. Here to Birch. Kyler Bourne at first. 2-1 the count on East Liverpool's Nate Birch. You can also catch him on the basketball court too. Standout multiple sport athlete is Mr. Birch. Pitch right back to Neefer. Actually hit off of the glove. Throw down to first by Owens in time for out number 3. Neefer just couldn't come up with it. Owens does, saying, I got your back for the third and final out of the third. 3 complete, 3 scoreless innings up, down in the books here from Bob Scene Park. We'll see if the top of the fourth changes anything when we return.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, every mile tells a story. They tell a story about how hard we work, the experience we have, and how driven we are to go the extra mile for our customers and our community. At Greenwood Chevrolet, miles aren't just a number on the dash. They tell a story about what going the extra mile really means. Let us go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
And we welcome you back, everybody. Top of the fourth inning here from the annual YSN Live All-Star Game here from beautiful Bob Scene Park's Field number 1. We're celebrating 30 years of Bob Scene Park. We're also celebrating Father's Day for this annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game. So happy Father's Day to all you dads out there, whether you're joining us in the ballpark here today or you're tuning in on the airwaves, live streaming us here on the network. We thank you oh so much for spending a little bit of your day, your special day with us here on YSNLive.com. Ty Bartell joined alongside Rob Johnson on color commentary and the ones and twos for us as well here for this beautiful broadcast that we got bringing you to you live today. As it's been a scoreless game, pitching has been awesome to say the least between these two all-star teams, and they're looking to continue it here through the middle portions of this ball game. 9-inning game, and we're entering inning number 4, still without a score in this one. And if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that is Colton Logan out of Maplewood. As Colton Logan, one of the team captains at Maplewood this year. Got to see him take some hacks. Now he's going to try to get it done with the arm. Going to be dealing with Cameron Huff leading things off from Newton Falls. And it's a ball up high. Called strike to Huff there. As Cam Huff, 2 strikes on him now following that foul. Colton Logan, couple Trumbull County rivals here. Pitch outside by Logan, Huff taking all the way. Logan looking for the first out of the inning. The pitch, ran it inside, fouling it off was Huff. We'll do it again. Bob Seton Park, not just the home to many high school teams in and around the area. They use this field as their home field throughout the high school season. It is also home to Class B baseball that is back and in action for another season. And a majority of Class B games can be found here on YSNLive.com throughout Bob Seton's Fields 1, 2, and 3 for our 14U, 16U, and 18U divisions. As a strike 3 swinging Huff. Down on the K as Colton Logan continuing the string of strong pitching here from both squads as he gets the first out on a Fanning strikeout. 1 down in the frame. Caden Chanel up to bat for the United Eagles, one of 2 representatives on the team for United on Team Stripes, Coach Mark Frankenstein. Mentioned Father's Day, and it's also a father-son battle with Coach Mark Franken and Coach Bryce Franken duking it out as opponents here on the field. Managers for each respective ball club. Colton Logan. Coming set. 1 down in the inning. The pitch to Chanel will sneak by Carfangia into left field. A base hit. Second hit of the day for Team Stripes. And both teams now with just 2 hits apiece. As we've said before, pitching has taken center stage, no doubt. And now these, Landon Ramsey out of the Wellsville Tigers. Sam Torres can't talk enough about the Wellsville black pinstripe unis on the all-orange background, too. He loves them, one of his favorite. Landon Ramsey, the one donning the Wellsville colors. Up high, ball to Ramsey. Logan ready, checking that runner. Shanoa at first. Dealing, and it ran in and caught Ramsey. The hit by pitch has 2 runners on with just 1 away here in the top of the 4th. Team Stripes looking to strike first. Hiscock's going to talk it over with Colton Logan. The pitcher-catcher combination there. So with 1 away, 2 runners on, and that's Zane Naylor out of Edgewood up to bat. The Ashtabula Edgewood representative taking aim with 2 on, runner in scoring position, and he'll take a called first pitch strike by Colton Logan.
Well, with one out here, do you get a little aggressive with the base running?
They might. We already seen a double play, and I mean, with all-stars out there on the field too, you know that's kind of the goal. And they are going to get aggressive running on Hiscox, and it's going to work out for them. Both runners do advance. You talk about something, and you talk it into existence, Rob.
Well, it's one of those things with the way the pitching's been this afternoon. I mean,
1 or 2 runs might be all it takes right now.
100%.
And if you don't think there's some great arms that they still have in store for us today, you'd be mistaken. So Colton Logan going to have to try to work out of a jam. We saw a jam earlier. We had a runner at third, less than 2 outs, but they were able to work the double play. But double play not in order currently here for Team Stars. Stripes looking for a score. Zane Naylor trying to deliver for them. 2 runners on, both in scoring position. The pitch from Logan. Low, nice block. Keeping it in front of him was Hiscox. Zane Naylor batted .389 this past season for the Edgewood Warriors. Pitch outside as Hiscox had to come out of the crouch to keep it local to the plate.
Nice place. Nice play by the backstop there.
Those are the type of things that get magnified, especially in the way this game's going with zeros posted across the scoreboard in the scoring column. That's hit out to second. Going to be enough to score a run. They'll take the out at first, but Team Stars strikes first as Shanoa comes home to score our first run of this annual All-Star game. Little fielder's choice action, and that might be how all the runs come across today with the way these pitchers are working. Talking about great backstops, here's one of them. Canfield's Dylan Mancini. One of the best that you're going to see behind the dish defensively, and with a bat in his hands, he's also very dangerous. Mancini. Runner at third, 2 away in the inning. Colton Logan now just trying to limit the damage. Low scoring game. Pitching has been amazing to this point. That foul ball going to make its way to the road parallel to the park behind us. Mancini now going to deal with 2 strikes to count. in there. That's strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Correct myself on that as Mancini trying to double the lead of Team Stripes with a base hit here. Logan's 2-2 offering. Ran it high, couldn't get the chase, full count. Here is the payoff. Hit out to first, waiting on it, gloving it, fielding it, taking it himself to the bag for out number 3. As scoring, though, a run in the inning is Team Stripes, as coming home is Chenor from the United Golden Eagles with the first run of the game. Team Stripes on ahead of Team Stars 1-0 going to the bottom of the 4th.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, we know owning a Silverado is more than driving a great vehicle. It's the freedom to meet life head on. It's your livelihood. It's making memories with your family. It's a lifelong dream finally realized. Greenwood Chevrolet, where trucks get to work.
Welcome back, everybody. Bottom of the 4th inning for this annual YSN Live All-Star Game. New pitcher out there on the mound, that's Caden Schnauer from United. As the Golden Eagles arm gonna get his first chance on the mound today, and now trying to pitch with a lead here for Team Stripes. Dig into the candy cupboard as we're pulling out the Reese cups as Ryan Reese taking aim. Ryan and Caden Reese, both representative of the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals too, as Mooney having a historic baseball season this year, and they're looking to continue to build off of it. Ryan Reese has been one of those turnaround culture players for the Cardinals, making that name mean something and carry a ton of weight in the baseball world. Pitch fouled back, and the count moves 1-2 here on Ryan Reese. Schnauer able to come home and score the first run of the game in the top of the 4th inning. Now he's trying to shut things down in the bottom half of the frame. Count now full here, 3-2 on Ryan Reese. As Schnauer pitch to Reese, hit out into left center field. 5 outfielders out there and ranging in to make the grab. One of them out from left center field, one away. Hunter Stacy now, a left-handed hitter up to bat. Hunter Stacy awaits the pitch. Little half swing there, and caught a piece of it foul. The pitch to Stacy outside. Western Reserve representative. Popped up in the air, given a look, but no play on it. Western Reserve has those unis that look similar to the Dodgers, and I love it. I love the red numbering and the blue complementing it. The red numbering on the front of the jersey, the blue on the back. Great background for the away uni as Hunter Stacy in a full count. The pitch. Hit in the air. Left field side. Looks like it'll stay fair. Ranging over, making the grab. 2 down.
16 for the Stars. From the Gray Vikings, Rose.
Pitch to Austin Rowe, and it's in there, a strike. Feels like the Rows live in all-star games for the LeBray Vikings. And a swing and a miss. Gennardo is not messing around. The first 1, 2, 3 inning of the day from our pitchers. And it comes so in a big time, shutting things down after taking a lead. Stripes up 1-0 after 4 innings of play. Top of the 5th we go. Back after this.
Craftsmanship to us is 60 years of pride and dedication.
Passed down from generation to generation.
The hardwood floors that your kids take their first steps on.
The solid wood doors that you quietly close at night.
The things we create day in and day out are the products that end up turning your house into a home.
At Baird Brothers Fine Hardwoods, uncompromising quality and craftsmanship built our business.
And it will keep us moving forward for generations to come.
Toyota of Warren, trusted to get you into your dream ride since 1996. And winner of Carfax's top-rated dealer award 6 years in a row. We've got great trucks, an experienced finance team, and the ease of Toyota Care's no-cost maintenance on all new Toyotas. Find yours with us today at Toyota of Warren. Check out Toyota of Warren's all-new website for online inventory with new models delivered daily. Set up financing or schedule service at toyotaofwarren.com.
Pitching? Yes. As we welcome you back for the top of the 5th inning, and pitching for Team Stars, it is going to be Mason Petridis of the Austintown Fitch Falcons. And it looks like coming to bat, leading things off, will be Carter Owen. So we're going to have a Falcon-Falcon matchup. And that's always fun to see teammates duke it out, too, as Petridis trying to keep this thing close. What a game this has been, though, for the annual YSN Live All-Star Game.
Well, that's like we said earlier. 1-2 runs could make a difference in this one. I mean, the way the pitching staffs have been pitching all night long, I mean, it's just been unreal.
You know you're going to get some quality arms for an all-star game, too, so it always feels like offense kind of comes at a premium for these type of games.
Well, and you've taken away a few of those seeing eye shots, especially in the outfield, that you can't get because you got 5 outfielders out there. So, it makes it a little bit tougher to get a hit. But tell you what, Stars figured it out, or excuse me, the Stripes.
Mason Petridis looks like he's ready to throw some extra heat at Carter Owens here. And a first pitch strike on Owens. Falcon against Falcon here as the two of the Austintown Fitch representatives going at it. These two, I'm sure, have had plenty of battles like this off camera. This is our first one on as Petridis got that first pitch strike and a little too much on it. It feels like he's trying to put up a couple extra.
Yeah, I'm sure that he's cranked it a couple notches. You got to take that bragging rights back home.
Yeah, this might be the one and only matchup they have today. This will be the only one and only. And I think they set it up because they wanted this. They wanted this senior battle. Swing and a miss as Petridis works ahead of the count, 1-2.
Well, I know if you're any kind of competitive person, you want to take your teammate.
Absolutely.
You're on the opposite sides in an all-star game.
Petridis wants the bragging rights, slowing it down a little bit. Look at this, 1-2, swing and a miss. That's Adam Wainwright-esque right there, and just playing with the timing,
looking over at him too,
playing with it as Petridis will be able to take that for the rest of his life and say, remember that all-star game? Remember the result of it? As a big strikeout, the first out.
Nice job by the hitter, too, to tap his cap. Let him know, hey, you got me this time.
And it looks like we're just a little delay and waiting for the next batter to come out of that dugout. Had to get the batting gloves and such ready.
It's got to be a little bit tough when you don't know when your moment's going to be called on this. I mean, obviously, you always want to stay ready, but in a game like this, as many players.
Petridis, first pitch up the ladder, 1-0. Called strike.
Brookfield pitch on the outside corner there.
I believe this is Brady Coleman of Brookfield didn't get that called strike.
He wanted that too. He thought he had it. Little body English there.
Petridis now with the pitch. Got it. Picasso did on the outer third. Beautiful pitch for strike two. As Petridis trying to work the second out of the inning. Swing and a miss up the ladder and found the hole and got the second out of the inning. Back-to-back Ks by the Falcon senior. As Tyler Kurlick from the Boardman Spartans up to bat. That pitch will miss a ball These two have had their battles with one another. The Spartan and the Falcon. Kurlick skies it. Infield shot, ranging in, making the grab out. Number 3 out of the shortstop spot. Infield fly. A 1-2-3 inning. The first time it's been dealt today by Team Stars as they trail it by a run, looking to get it back. Bottom of the 5th coming your way after this.
Welcome to Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center, where passion meets precision. Experience state-of-the-art technology with 3 TrackMan fitting bays, ensuring your clubs are perfectly tailored to your game. From fun games for the whole family to expert lessons and clinics, there's something for everyone. Our authorized Callaway Club Fitting Center ensures you're equipped with the best. Book online or call our golf shop to reserve your spot today. Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center. Elevate your game, rain or shine.
We know when it comes to insurance, you have so many choices. But if you're looking for someone who lives in your community, someone who cheers for your community, and someone who works for your community like you're part of our family, well then please let us introduce ourselves. Hi, we're Heiner Insurance. How can we help?
Help for your child to grow and succeed. We provide a path forward for you and your family. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our adolescent programs were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
Welcome back, everybody. Ty Bartell alongside Rob Johnson for another edition of the YSN Live All-Star Game, as it's been quite an all-star game to remember here. As Rob, we got a pitcher's duel on hand, and it's not one pitcher versus another. It's more like 10 versus 10, but all 10 got their hands in the pile.
I mean, you can definitely tell why all these pitchers have made the all-star team, and they're putting on a showcase, other than one inning for the Stripes, it's been really all pitchers all the time.
Pitching here now, I believe for United, that is Parker Newburn. And Mr.
Looks like we got a new catcher, too.
Two United pitchers on this all-star team, both Schnauer and Newborn. Newburn is one of the co-YSN pitchers of the year. This one, though, is Caden Schnauer that is out on the mound. Newburn actually pitched the inning previous in a clean 1-2-3 frame. Schnauer's pitch hit out to short, waiting on it. And fielding and firing was Colton Logan out of the 6-hole, or out number 1. Boy, that one run felt like everything just had to fall in place for Newburn to come home and score that first run.
Well, we even talked about it as we were saying that maybe the base runners need to get a little aggressive on the base pass. And sure enough, they did, and
it paid off. That's all it took. Yeah, it's not like 2 hits from each team, 1 error that we've seen, couple free passes here and there, but this is all-star level baseball that you could clearly see. This is some of the best that we have to offer here in the Northeast Ohio region in high school baseball, and all the young men here on this diamond at beautiful Bob Steen Field number 1 are showcasing exactly why. Swing and a miss. Schnauer gets the chase up the ladder. That's hit in the air on the infield. Second base side of things, ranging all the way into the mound to make the grab. Schnauer was saying, hands off. I'm supposed to be hands off here. And was cool with it. As Mason Pitts up to bat. These two, being conference rivals, know each other pretty well. And Schnauer gets the swing and a miss strike. What a game this has been. But with the way pitching has been, too, if you could keep yourself close, one run means nothing with the way these hitters can also do it. And look at that strength from the hot corner. Deep in the 5-hole there and able to make the strong, accurate throw across the diamond in time. I believe that was the Boardman Spartan representative there, making the out, Tyler Kurlick, and what a throw it was. We go now to the top half of the 6th inning as 1-0 Team Stripes leading Team Stars. As we welcome you back in here for the top half of the 6th inning, as this game moving along just swimmingly, as both these teams pitching is doing a great job, and we're going to enter in another one into the fray here, as this looks to be South Range representative Julian Tranovich that's going to be taking over on the mound. Another arm to do some work, and it looks like Gavin Hiscock's going to stay as catcher, so two Raider representatives going to be able to link up one more time this season. Stripes protecting a 1-run lead, looking to add to it as a swing and a miss. Strike one opens up the count here. Abe Irwin's pitch hit foul. Irwin set up here against Tranovich, and he'll foul tip it in and out of the glove of Hiscox. Both teams been able to rack up Ks throughout the day. Not a lot of hard contact at all. We've seen 4 hits combined, 2 from each team. Tranovich's pitch outside, out of the leather of Hiscox. Gabe Irwin. Taking ball up high. That pitch taken all the way, and it's another ball. Counts full. Irwin batted .387 this past season for the Rockets. Tranovich, long look in, payoff, no. Time was called just in time, as able to see a free one there with a well-executed timeout was Gabe Irwin. So Irwin steps back in the box again, the payoff from Tranovich, and it'll run off the dish, ball 4, base runner aboard to start the 6th.
I think that's something we'll see here as we go through the game, finishing out the second half of the game here. You'll see a lot of hitters be a little more patient.
You're gonna have to. I mean, with the way this is going, small ball might have to be in the back of your minds going into the latter portions of these innings. Ball got away temporarily, but nothing doing on the base paths after the pickoff move by Tranovich. Schnauer up to bat. He was able to pitch a clean inning in the bottom of that 5th. Second United pitcher to do so today, as United has had a well of pitching that they've been able to turn to in recent seasons. Pitch runs off the ditch. Hiscock's able to keep it close to the plate. Insurance run out first here for Team Stripes, leading a slim 1-0 margin. Taking off is Irwin. Hiscock's throw down to second on the bouncer, not in time. In with a slide safely head first was Irwin. So a stolen base puts a runner in scoring position. Nobody out still here in the top of the 6th. Multitude of ways to try to score another run here for Team Stripes, and back-to-back runners get aboard on free passes. It's Ben Catless from Springfield up to bat. Called strike. Catlos takes it out towards right center field. Outfield there, measuring it up, making the grab. 2 down. Runner will take off, or 1 down, excuse me, will take off and advance from second to third. So runners at the corners, 1 away. Double play stays in order temporarily here for Team Stars. However, if you're Team Stripes, you got to figure as quickly as you can get Schnauer going into second base, action-wise, you're going to try to take that double play away and force the throw down to second. Pitch ran outside, held back the bat. 1-0 the count. And called strike. And down to second goes Schnauer, so they take that double play away. Swing and a miss. So 2 strikes now. That pitch will go inside. Got a piece of it? No, it's a swing and a miss strikeout, but safe. Going to be at first on a drop third K. So still only 1 down in the inning. Base is now loaded. Double play in order. Panokolodakis at first now. Now a swing and a miss to start. Bases now loaded. And a called strike, 2, 0-2 now. Called strike 3, Tranovich comes in with an up, down, see you later, 3-pitch strikeout, and that is just what the doctor ordered for out number 2 and takes the pressure off a little bit now. Called strike. Heartland Christian representative makes a swing and a miss against Tranovich as Owen Bender. Takes outside. Bender coming up in a big situation. Bases loaded. First time we've had the sacks full in this game. Tranovich trying to lock the door shut as Bender does a little bit of a bend at the plate to get a piece of that one and stay alive. 2 strikes on him. As Tranovich trying to slam the door shut on this Team Stripes opportunity to add. Pitch swing and a miss as Tranovich gets the big-time K back-to-back with the bases loaded to shut him down here in the top of the 6th. It remains a 1-0 ball game heading to the bottom half of the inning. Stars up to bat, trailing by a run.
The environment in the hospital can be very intense for a patient. Being able to put a smile on their face brightens up my day. I go to Youngstown State University and my passion is nursing. What I love about studying nursing is that it takes you out of the classroom and into the lab. It's really hands-on. The professors here push you to be your absolute best, so if you want it, you gotta work hard for it. I am so excited about my future. I'm Shantiana and I am why I'm proud.
And welcome back, everybody, to this annual YSN Live All-Star Game for the sport of baseball. We are here from beautiful Bob Scene Park, field number 1 on a beautiful Father's Day edition of this All-Star Game. Happy Father's Day to all you dads out there. And you've been treated, whether you are in the ballpark or you are tuning in live here on the airwaves, to what a great baseball game. As Braden Songer leading things off for the Hubbard Eagles in the bat. Carter Owens is the pitcher for Austin Down Fitch on the mound. We're here in the bottom half of the 6th inning now. 1-0 Team Stripes in the lead. The Team Stars have had their opportunities with base runners aboard in a handful of innings tonight. Just haven't been able to come through with that timely hit or that timely miscue to score a run. It was actually a ground out fielder's choice with a runner at third, less than 2 down. That out went to second. That ended up bringing home Parker Newburn. That wound up scoring the only run we've seen in today's contest. Braden Songer got a chance on the mound, now getting a chance to hack it with the sticks. Whoa, what a grab by Owens. Little underhand toss to first, and there to cover in, get the outs. With his Camel Memorials representative, Pano Krakatos. Up to bat is Julian Tranovich, who just got out of a bases-loaded jam with back-to-back Ks to shut down the top of the sixth. Now trying to help out his team's cause in the bottom half of the inning. Team Stars trailing by a run. My personal favorite type of game here, Rob, the pitcher's duel that we've seen, and they've had plenty of bullets to go to.
They really have. I mean, I've never seen so many strong pitchers in one game.
And you get the situational too, where these haven't been clean 1, 2, 3 innings. That was a fair ball right past first, down the line and into foul territory. We'll take the long single, Will Tranovich, and he's representative of the tying run now at first. But situationally, Rob, is what I've been impressed with. These haven't been clean 1, 2, 3 innings or just dealing with. They've had runners at third, less than 2 outs. Both these teams have, and they've been able to show that ice in their veins mentality and why they're some of the best in the area.
Last inning's a perfect example. You know, you have one down, bases loaded, and they just man up and strike them out.
Back-to-back Ks in that. Owens now has to deal with that tying run on as Tranovich posted a scoreless frame, came through with a hit and a swing and a miss going up the ladder, 0-1. Oh, and 1 the count. Pitch goes outside. Owens checks the runner at first, deals home, hit foul to the netting. As out back again. Nice battle going on at the dish. As Michael Riffle, excuse me, out of Jefferson area, takes it inside. A couple of the Ashtabula County teams have made the trip down here too. We already saw the Edgewood representative earlier in that one, and Zane Naylor. Riffle. A Falcon-Falcon matchup, just from a different nest. As that one hit out third base side, and foul. Tying run in Tranovich is at first. Riffle trying to advance him here with an out. Landon Brunstetter for the LeBray Vikings sits in the on-deck circle. One of the better games I think we've had just in quality here at one of these all-star games, and pitching continues to be special as Owens strikes out Riffle for the out, and that'll bring up Brunstetter. 2 down in the inning as Brunstetter trying to keep the frame alive with that tying run at first. Tranovich, average speed, but we'll see if they try to be aggressive to get him into second. Oh, and 1 the count here. Brunstetter, high chopper over the glove of Owens. They're going to take the short out, stepping on the second base bag, beating Tranovich there for out number 3. As we are through 6 innings of play, top of the 7th we go, 1-0, Team Stripes leading.
No matter what time of year, it's always a great time to shop at Sheely's. Create the perfect home with a full lineup of appliances from Whirlpool. From stocking your fridge to cooking for family and friends and even cleaning up afterwards, Whirlpool offers solutions for any occasion. Whatever life brings, these washer and dryer pairs help keep laundry under control. And as always, get it all with free haul away and free local delivery. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
The ins and outs of everyday life can be chaotic. This is how every hectic day should end. Get any one of these hot tubs for less than $189 a month. And for right now, you can run on dealer money, which is 0% APR for 72 months. Your escape is just a step away. Visit your favorite location or burnettpools.com/Vita-spas for a quote today.
I said it better myself, that BJ.
As we welcome you back, everybody, top of the 7th inning, as Jack Gilly is the pitcher on the mound from the Mineral Ridge Rams, as trying to just keep on passing the baton in terms of great innings pitched by these arms from in and around the Mahoning Valley area. As we will have a special moment in between the 7th inning here for a 7th inning stretch, one that you're definitely going to remember too, and it's not your ordinary one. So stay tuned with us, folks, throughout the break in between innings of the 7th, as we're going to have a special edition 7th inning stretch in store for you here at beautiful Bob Scene Park Field number 1. Ty Bartell alongside Rob Johnson with the call and coverage of all the action here in this annual YSN Live All-Star Game. What a game it's been. Hits have been held to a minimum, but pitching has been at a premium in today's contest, as Gilly now going to try to keep it going in this one, as Team Stars needing to post as many zeros as they can. You really don't want to fall behind multiple runs with the way arms have been dealing today. A 2-run lead can feel like 10 with the way these pitchers have gone.
Right. Yeah, it's unbelievable how strong the pitching has been. You know, a lot of times you expect offense in an all-star game, but clearly not today.
Jordan Becker, the Struthers Wildcat representative, as we are live here from Bob Scene Park in Struthers, Ohio. So just a stone's throw away is Struthers High School from us. And he got to probably walk to the ballpark. He's so close, and he'll also get to walk to first after taking one plunked off the back, as Becker will get on base the hard way, but a runner on to start this top of the 7th inning for Team Stripes, who's currently clinging to a 1-run advantage. A first pitch strike, 0-1. That pitch hit out towards left center field. It's got some carry to it all the way over the head and to the wall. What a charge put into it. Becker going to be held up at third, and it's a stand-up double. And that double hit out by Ruby there, and Ruby, big-time hit. Caden Ruby is second double we have seen today in the contest, as Mason Petritas was also able to hit an extra base knock. That one dropping and almost a collision on the infield, but calling for it and making the catch in shallow center for the out.
That could have been disastrous.
That could have been, yeah, really, really bad, as not only scoring a run, too. You never want to see any kind of collision like that happen. And you see it happen, or almost so many near misses that almost happen throughout the course of a high school season. And You always try to say as a fan, well, why aren't you calling it? Why aren't you calling it? I've been to games, they're calling it, but your brain's just kind of tuning everything else
100%.
out, and you're only focused on making that catch. It's hard to kind of tune yourself back into hearing your teammate call for it. Turned on, hit out towards left field. It's going to hang up medium deep. Calling for it, making the catch, trying to tag up and advance and score is Becker, and he will as the Struthers representative scores the second run of this game, and the errant throw will allow the runner to advance to third in Ruby. And now all of a sudden, Team Stripes taking a 2-0 advantage here in the top of the seventh. And like we said, with the way pitching is, 2 runs can feel like 10. And now if you are Team Stars,
it's like having a 2-touchdown lead in football right now.
You got to feel like small ball might have to be the way to go. Get someone on first. If it's less than 2 outs, let's bunt them to second. Let's get an opportunity to bring someone home here. Quaker representative hits it out to short. This should be out number 3, and it is. Planting his feet and making a strong, accurate throw from the 6-0 for out number 3. Team Stripes adds another run as Ruby able to hit a double to set him up and bring one in, too, on an RBI sac fly, scoring Struthers Becker from third. We go into the bottom of the 7th with a special 7th inning stretch here from the annual YSN Live.
Such a cool moment down here, down left field. As you can see, the dads coming out with the players, playing a quick game of catch. And here comes the opposite side over here to right field. A lot of these guys, their really last opportunity to do that in their, for sure, their high school career. Some in their career altogether. To be able to come out and do that with their dad. And some of us who have lost our fathers, it's just a special moment that you can never get back, and you just want to have that moment. I think it's such a cool moment here at Bob Scene Park here, getting the dads on the fields with their sons. As DJ down there with his son Z. That was the father-son moment there here on Father's Day, only on YSN and the YSN All-Star Game. Such a special moment on Father's Day. The opportunity to play catch with their fathers and sons. Really cool.
Yeah, and we always like to do different things and do it up bigger and greater than anywhere else does it here locally. And we're about making moments, and those moments that'll last a lifetime too. And you know, as much as it kind of goes against what we say with like the pictures and the streaming world and everything too, but experiencing those moments too, those are the things that truly do last a lifetime too. And we're glad that we're able to capture it and capture it with the videos and everything and all the great looks that you're able to set up here too. But just talking about that moment too for the sons, but especially the fathers too, because those are the ones that means the absolute world to, that get to go down there and kind of play catch with their kids and kind of full circle moment and where it started for a lot of these young athletes.
Well, I can tell you, having a son who he may or may not be watching this right now. He's over in Korea serving in our United States Army. But not having it home here on Father's Day and stuff makes it a little bit tough. But, moments like this, I know that back in the day, whether we were tossing the baseball or tossing the football, something, playing ball on the driveway, those were always the special moments that, you can never have back. And just those special moments are some of the coolest things in the world.
And for a lot of these kids too, I mean, it's just for the dads, they're always kind of looking at those moments too and wondering how it all went by so fast. For the kids, it's going by so fast, but they don't recognize it, they don't realize it in time. So sometimes just kind of making the game stop, making the craziness, the hecticness of everything that's happening around you stop, and maybe appreciate that moment of where it started and just playing a game of catch with dad and what got you back into the game.
I mean, when my youngest turned 21 this year. When you start to realize stuff like that, you're just it's so humbling and just so like, wow, where did they go?
As what a great moment, and a special one that no doubt will be remembered for years to come right here on your sports network. But as we focus your attention back to the actual game that we have in 9-inning contest here between two all-star teams, and boy, the scoreboard sure as heck showcases that 2-0 Team Stripes ahead on Team Stars. Team Stars coming up to bat here in the bottom of the 7th, and I mean, Rob, really looking for offense here. If you get small ball, you got to scratch across one, it feels like.
I would not be surprised to see, bunts and stolen bases here and stuff like that, trying to do everything you can to move a runner across. Team Stars has got to find a way to get some runs on the board here. And with just a couple innings left, you've got to try to do something to generate some sort of offense.
Anthony Treveri is going to be the pitcher on the mound, representative of the Ursuline Fighting Irish, and he's going to be facing Ben Otis. So the Holy War, one more time. Quick little Snapchat or something, it looks like, taking with Carter Owens, too, going up to the mound. You got to get those moments.
That's funny.
Ben Otis and Anthony Treveri, these two have had matchups against one another, with Otis also being a pitcher. They've faced each other in these type of matchups all the time. Otis, first pitch swinging, hits it out to short and mishandled enough to get Otis safe at first and bring the tying run to the dish. Otis knows the type of stuff that Mr. Anthony Treveri has. He knows the later in the count he goes, the more in favor it leans towards Treveri, so he was looking to swing early and put it in play.
Well, anything you can do to just get on base, do what you can. Now try to generate some offense, move the runner.
First pitch by Treveri, a ball, and this is Newton Falls representative Leland Vargo up to bat. Vargo lifts it in the air out towards right center field. Plenty of outfielders there. Make the catch, one away.
The extra outfielders can be a good and a bad thing.
Can.
You know, as a former outfielder, you know that territory that you've got to patrol. And to be able to kind of change that is
shorten it up a little
Yeah.
bit. You're cutting it in half essentially for every outfielder. You're kind of playing by, you got 3 to 4 steps to the left or 3 to 4 good strides to the left and to the right. And after that,
well, you got some of these guys. I know I can use Cooper Rice as an example. He's got so much speed to cover some of these gaps that it's probably kind of driving him a little bit crazy.
run at 50% instead of your usual 100.
Right.
Don't try to empty the tank. Tying run at the dish with a runner at first. Pitch, hard liner in the hole, a base hit as Stacy comes through with a single, and the Mooney Cardinals doing to one of their rivals here, Treveri of the Ursuline Irish, what they've done this season too, putting runners on and threatening to put runs on the board. A little more bragging rights too. Say, remember that hit I got off you in the
Right.
All-Star game too? First pitch swinging, sky pop, Treveri calling for it, and almost a
Wow.
collision again. The runner going for third, and Otis taking advantage. Ben Otis doesn't get a ton of credit for being a high IQ baseball player. It's not something that's talked about a ton, but I've seen this young man play, and that is just an example of how he plays the game of baseball too. Head always on a swivel.
Well, and the runner
sees
over
those opportunities.
And the runner over first too. Smart play by, getting out there, starting to make the move to distract him and kind of take away from the runner at third. And they had to kind of turn their focus over there so that they didn't.
McElwain now up to bat. That McElwain name has been up and down baseball in Columbiana. Strike two. McElwain, and then Avery Young, also representative of the Clippers here, is down 0-2. Here on Young, he'll take it outside in the opposite batter's box. Runner able to advance, so now tying run in scoring position. Count 1-2 on Avery Young, but a base hit could knot us up if he can get that clutch piece of hitting across with 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th. All it takes is 1, Rob. You know that. And the pitch outside. 2-2 the count. Runners at second and third. Pitch, Young puts it up the middle, puts it down, a base hit. One run to score. Here comes Stacy charging around third. He avoids the tag, slides home safe. We're knotted up at 2 apiece. Base hit, Avery Young. He's into second, and the go-ahead run stands at second base for Team Stars.
And good play by the trailing runner to be able to avoid the tag and get in tap the plate.
Oh my goodness, back to even. This game adding new layers, new chapters unfolding before our very eyes, and now Team Stars looking for their first lead of the day. Avery Young came through with easily the biggest hit we've seen today, that game-tying 2 RBI single, as Gavin Hiscox looking to deliver now, one of the South Range representatives.
Runner goes.
Runner taken off for third, and in there safely is Avery Young. Ben Otis and Ford Stacy came home to score on that Young single. Hiscox, big swing. Went one-handed, tried to crank that one across the 385 mark out there in left center. 2-2, Treveri trying to lock it down. The pitch hit right to Treveri. He went up high to bring it back down, gravitied it, and tossed it to first in time for the final out. But not before Avery Young comes through with the clutchest hit of the game, and 2 RBI single up the middle to center field, scoring both Ben Otis and Ford Stacy of the Cardinal Mooney Cardinals. After 7, we're tied at 2. Top of the 8th coming your way.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
Welcome back, everybody. Ty Bartell alongside Rob Johnson with the call-in coverage of all the action in this annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game. And this might be, and I might be biased, but I think this might be one of the best editions of this Baseball All-Star Game that we've had to date. It has been a close contest, fun game to this point, tied up 2 apiece. And we go into the next chapter of this one here in the top of the 8th. Mason Pitts of the Southern Local Indians up to pitch. And now we're back to even, 2-2. And but just rewind us back to that base hit in the bottom of the 7th. Avery Young comes through in the clutch. I mean, talk about what a great feeling. You have so many high-level baseball players on that field, Robin. For you to kind of come through with that game-tying hit late in the game like that, too, has to be a great feeling for that young man.
Oh, for sure. I mean, anytime you can help your team, you know, either tie or take the lead, it's a great feeling.
So we're going to go into this top of the 8th, and leading things off, it is South Ranges Papaguga. Papuga, there we go. I was going to say, help me out here, Red. Papuga. And actually, Nico Papuga, like, on the midnight hour, said he was able to be here. Actually switched some flights around so that way he could be here. Was participating in a tournament down south with his travel team, and you just love to hear that from these athletes. It meant so much to him that he was like, okay, the tournament didn't work out. Let's try to switch a flight. Let's try to be here too. Asked if he could still make it. We of course said, bring it if you can make it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
And he did it. And he's here now. I believe 24 hours removed from just being down south, and he's here to participate in this All-Star game.
That's called being a gamer right there.
And ball goes over his heads as Papuga, the freshman, didn't want to miss his opportunity to be in a big-time game with the bright lights on you. The 3-1 brought it in to the plate, but low as ball 4. So Papuga at first, and that is the go-ahead run for Team Stripes. Little pickoff throw to first, trying to catch the freshman sleeping. First pitch ball. Bender, we're back to the top of the order now. Again, the throw to first. Hunter Stacy, nice little pick to keep it near the first base bag as Papuga back in safely. Dealing. Outer third got the called strike. That's a sharp liner into right, a base hit. First 2 on as Papuga almost got caught up in between, was a little indecisive if he wanted to take the extra.
I think that was a good decision there. I think that based upon that throw, he might have been in trouble.
Yeah, and in this game, too, where it feels like one run might be all that separates these two teams when all's said and done, you don't want that first out of the inning occurring at third base. These guys now getting their second at-bat of the game. We finally able to bat around as Eric May from the Waterloo Vikings trying to come through with a clutch hit on the other side of things now. Stripe scoring a run in the top of the 4th and the top of the 7th. Stars, both their runs coming in the bottom half of the 7th. Low-scoring game here, but it's not from the lack of effort from batters. It's just been great pitching from all the arms that we've seen featured in today's game. And that'll run inside. 3-0 as Eric May works it heavily in his favor. May watches the 3-0 pitch go by. It's ball 4, 4-pitch walk to the Waterloo Viking representative, and the base is loaded. Second bases loaded situation we've seen in this ball game. First time able to come up with back-to-back strikeouts was Tranovich for the South Range Raiders in a jam similar, but nobody out currently here in the top half of this inning as pitch strike in there. That ran in and it hit him. So a bases loaded hit by pitch will untie the game as Papagua comes home to score. Papuga scores the go-ahead run now, 3-2. Devine getting hit by the pitch to get the RBI. Taking one for the team, paying off. First pitch, a ball to Treveri. That'll go called strike one. One lifted foul, and it'll make its way out of play. One and two on Treveri. Treveri gave up the 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th, trying to help his team's cause. Lifting it out towards right field, right center. Fielder going to range out, make the grab. Tagging in, looking to score from third. Throw way off of line as May also going to tag third. Come home to score. Throw down to third is not in time. And 3 runs score on a sac fly and an overthrow.
What
here
a
in the
rocket.
inning. 5-2 now. 2 runs, 2 RBIs. Well, I would say actually 1 RBI and then the run scoring on the advance. So you get the RBI sac fly, but an additional run scores. 3 now in the inning. 5-2 Team Stripes. That was the first out on the fly out. Runner at third and Devine. Grayson Eicher now will take ball 1. Ball 2 to Eicher now. Pitts battling his command a bit in this inning. 2-0, sharp liner into right center, a base hit, RBI for Eicher, bring home Devine. And Team Stripes a little irritated with the game getting tied in the bottom of the 7th. Come out with a 4 spot in the top of the 8th to take the largest lead of the game by either team today.
Yeah, they definitely woke up the offense, didn't they?
As Hal from the champion flashes up to bat. Dylan Howell, second chance he's had at the dish today. Taking ball 1 from Pitts. That's also hit into the hole between first and second. Base hit. As throw into second and safely still there is Eicher. So base hit by Howe. Luca Franzaglio up to bat. And time being called. They're going to make a pitching change. Just a case, too, of, if I'm not mistaken, and just talking with both these coaches, there's a pitch count roughly that they're discussing with each one of these arms and saying, once we get closer around that, regardless of where we are in the inning, we're going to pull you just for the sake of, we don't want to be burning you out in an all-star game.
Well, that and, you know, some of these guys in their second season right now, and so, you know, you want to limit and not have anybody, you know, for whatever reason, get an injury. You never want to see that.
So we got a quick pitching change, and we'll take a quick break and be back with the new pitcher after this.
It's storm season.
I think we're under the gun for some heavy storms over the next couple of hours.
And Storm Tracker 21 is ready.
This is probably the one we're keeping a closer eye on.
On air.
We'll see some scattered showers and perhaps a rumble of thunder or two.
Online.
The ratio, we have pretty consistent wind damage reports all the way
on social media and on our app.
More pockets of rain as we go throughout our
Stay ready with Storm Tracker 21.
The severe weather threat now through around sunset this evening.
Hi, I'm Colin Chupa. And I'm Kelsey Clem from K-Squared Marketing. Our boutique marketing firm specializes in media planning and buying, public relations, event marketing strategies, and strategic sponsorships. We can integrate our services.
As we return here, new pitcher on the mound. It's C.J. Faulkner of the Latonia Bears that takes over. 1 down in the top of the 8th inning. 4-run scoring in this inning to help Team Stripes take a 6-2 advantage. And they may not be done yet. First and second currently occupied. As Faulkner has to try to get some outs here and keep this thing manageable as you can. Stripes feeling motivated after the Stars came back to tie it up in the bottom of the 7th. Two 2-1 pitch outside, ball 3. The 3-1. Ball 4, and the base is back to loaded. Dom Santee up to bat. Santee batted .402 this season with the Howland Tigers. He'll take a strike by Faulkner. Faulkner and team Stars would love a double play ball here. Santee trying to really put things out of reach here for Team Stars. Santee up the middle, and that'll help the cause. 1 run will score. Here comes Hal around third. He will score. 2 RBI single by Santee. That's it 8-2 here in this one with a 6-run top of the 8th. Well, Rob, the offense a little late to get into the party, but it's effectively here, and it showed up.
Yeah, it has, in a big way.
And that's a swinging hit out towards right center field. Diving attempt, and it gets by. Almost a great catch out in right center, but a run will score. Throw goes to third. Safely over there is Santee. Another RBI hit. 9-2. Stripes with a massive lead now with a 7-run 8th to propel them.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, I did not see this coming the way that the pitchers were cruising through. And it's not like you can, like when you're facing a regular situation where you're facing a pitcher.
Hit out towards second, waiting on it. Taking the hard throw to first to get the out there. Trade the out for the run. If you would have told me that one of these teams would put up 10 runs about an inning and a half ago, I would have told you no shot. But an 8-run top of the 8th. That's a fly ball out to right center. Breaking in, looking to make the grab. Out number 3. 8 runs by Team Stripes here in the top of the 8th inning makes this a whole different looking ball game. 10-2, bottom of the 8th we go. Stars up to bat when we return.
Welcome to Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center, where passion meets precision. Experience state-of-the-art technology with 3 TrackMan fitting bays, ensuring your clubs are perfectly tailored to your game. From fun games for the whole family to expert lessons and clinics, there's something for everyone. Our authorized Callaway Club Fitting Center ensures you're equipped with the best. Book online or call our golf shop to reserve your spot today. Mill Creek Indoor Player Development Center. Elevate your game, rain or shine.
Help for your child to grow and succeed. We provide a path forward for you and your family. The power of care is nothing without hope, and our adolescent programs were created with true healing in mind. Find your hope at Meridian Healthcare.
As we welcome you back here for the bottom of the 8th inning, Tyson Terajak looks like he'll be taking over to pitch from the Poland Bulldogs for Team Stripes here in the bottom of the 8th. Meanwhile, the other side, Caden Reese will look to lead things off here for Team Stars in the bottom of this 8th inning. Reese going to be batting, just trying to respond in any way that you can after Team Stripes put up a massive 8-run top of the 8th. This game was close. It was competitive until a blink of an eye, and it wasn't. But you got plenty of talent to turn to if you are Team Stars, as they look to try to start chipping away with only 6 outs left in this game. Caden Reese Just a sophomore, but this young man's ceiling incredibly high. Nowhere near the top of his potential, and he's going to continue to get better in this sport. The improvement we saw from freshman to sophomore year, and this was a freshman of the year last year for YSN, has been impressive. The 1-1 to Reese. Up high, ball 2. The 2-1. Call it 3-1 as Reese ready's up in the box. Hitters count 3-1. Tara Jack's offering now. Foul it back to the netting. And we'll run it again with the count full 3-2. Here's the payoff from Tara Jack to Reese. Hit in the air, left field, sky ball. Breaking in, making the grab out in left center. One of the Spartan representatives for the out. That is out number 1 here in the inning. I think that was Resitar, if I'm not mistaken, that made the grab out in left center field. So one away, and bring up Liam McElwain from the Columbiana Clippers.
He started this all off last time, didn't he?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe so. 20-some guys in the batting order. I'm trying to keep everything situated here.
Yeah, I do believe that he kind of started that whole run the last inning.
As McElwain, 2-0 the count on him with Sarah Jack. Pitching now for the Team Stars, or Team Stripes rather, excuse me. Here against Team Stars in the bottom of the 8th. Sun effectively starting to set. Lights being kicked on here at Bob Scene Park. Something always feels right about ending a baseball game under the lights.
It's a beautiful thing, isn't it?
It really is. Pitch low, and McElwain will work the walk with 1 away.
I will say, though, for those guys that haven't played much under the lights, it is a challenge. You have to learn to follow the ball through the lights and back down through. You got to kind of anticipate a little bit. It's not as, in fact, unfortunately, I watched my right fielder take one to the forehead one time, shot down the right field line, but because he had never played under the lights before.
And going in and out of different shadows, and yeah, it's a different look, wholeheartedly, no doubt. This is the West Branch representative, Anthony Perry, that's up to bat. Second time he's been up today. McElwain sitting at first, ball outside. 2-1 the count as Tara Jack, the man with no number in this game, going incognito mode.
That's great.
Inside ball to Perry. Hiscox is the catcher behind the dish for Team Stars, or Team Stripes, excuse me. I've been all sorts of back and forth with that one.
It's never easy.
No.
In an all-star game situation. Sometimes it's hard enough when you get the visiting team to get it right.
I mean, and then we have the trades, and then all the kids are coming in saying, what team are we on? I mean, we're just happy we got everyone in 2 dugouts right now and playing a game of baseball. Like, it's pouring a 10,000-piece puzzle on the table and just figuring it out as we go. As Tara Jack has it all figured out from the mound as he rises up the ladder to get Perry swinging for the strikeout. Second out here in the bottom of the 8th. Mason Petridis hit a double his first time up. That was all the way back in the first inning, if I'm not mistaken. Petridis takes the ball.
I think the pitching, we kind of ran into a problem. We ran out of Boardman pitchers.
Yeah, Boardman was definitely a wealth of pitching. That and United, too. We had a couple United pitchers, too, with Newburn and Chenard that was dealing. Petridis ahead in the count. Runner at first. 2 down in the inning. Make it 3-0 the count on one of the Austintown Fitch Falcons seniors. Mason, as we mentioned, 1 for 1 today with a double. Pitch taken all the way, called strike 1. 3-1 now the count. The 3-1 offering. Inside, ball 4, and a couple base runners aboard now for Team Stars. AJ Sandy steps to the plate now. Right-handed batter with a pair on. First pitch to Sandy. He's swinging at it, and it's hit out toward left center. Colin Resitar there settles under it, makes the grab out number 3. Threatening with a couple runners on was Team Stars, but they fail to bring anyone home. Top of the 9th we go. 10-2, Stripes in the lead. All right, everybody, we're back here with the top of the 9th inning. Catcher is Liam McElwain. Pitcher is Austin Rowe. McElwain from the Columbiana Clippers, Rowe from the LeBray Vikings, and they're facing off against Frank Senedak from the Austintown Fitch Falcons in the box, batting here for his second time today. 1-1 the count on Senedak as Austin Rowe deals outside. Rowe, the multiple sport athlete. Catch him on the basketball hardwood, catch him on the football field. He does it all. And he's effective in everything he does, that Rowe family. And also a YSN broadcaster as well, too. I got a chance to talk with Mr. Austin Rowe before the season, player profile. You can catch that on ysnlive.com. And Rowe actually was able to do the girls basketball games for his sister Riley Rowe, too, for LeBray. So he got into broadcasting, and young man just loves sports. There's no other way to be. That's his life.
Nothing wrong with that.
And we might have a nice future for Mr. Austin Rowe, too, as called strike 3. As we might have a future, but some baseball teams might also have a future for Mr. Austin Rowe as well, as he catches Senedak looking, Picassoing it on the outer third. Cam Huff now going to take aim against Rowe. These two are very familiar with each other, both out of that Mahoning Valley Athletic Conference's Gray Division. First pitch, swinging, fouling, first base side, 0-1. Ty Bartell, Rob Johnson with the complete call and coverage of all the action in this annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game. That's it. Oh, what a snag by Rowe. He said, no, you don't. Robs him from a hit going to center field and retiring Huff. And Huff can do nothing but shake his head and say, not again.
Well, I'll tell you what, folks. Judging from the score, this has not been an offensive game. This really has been a pitcher's duel other than a half an inning.
Yeah.
There.
Top of the 8th, they scored 8 runs, and that's been our separator. I mean, you're talking 1 run in the 4th, 1 in the 7th, and 2 in the bottom of the 7th. We had 4 runs total through our first 7 innings. We have 8 now in our last 1. And we have ourselves a quick 1-2-3 inning. He doesn't get paid by the minute, folks, as Austin Rowe gets his 3 quick outs. Up, down, see you later. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Stars when we return.
At Greenwood Chevrolet, every mile tells a story. They tell a story about how hard we work, the experience we have, and how driven we are to go the extra mile for our customers and our community. At Greenwood Chevrolet, miles aren't just a number on the dash. They tell a story about what going the extra mile really means. Let us go the extra mile for you, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
At Joe Dickey Electric, no job is too big or too small. We do it all. We power the plants that help bring us together, the businesses that help our community thrive, and the home that you've been dreaming of. We'll even install a light bulb for you. With over 65 years of commercial, industrial, residential, and 24/7 emergency services, you can trust the experts at Joe Dickey Electric because we are everything electrical.
And we welcome you back, everybody. Ty Bartels, Rob Johnson with the YSN Live Annual Baseball All-Star Game. Bottom of the 9th inning coming your way. Team Stripes leading Team Stars by a score of 10-2. Cameron Huff looking to come in and close things out here for Team Stripes and get them their win. He needs 3 outs to do so. No doubt Team Star is going to be showing all the fight that they can, but they only have 3 outs to try to work this comeback, as that top of the 8th inning has literally made all the difference in this ball game. 8 runs scored by Team Stripes in the top of the 8th. Prior to this was a 2-2 ball game that was anybody's game. A little bit of work to do for the Stars, but wins and losses, you don't want to say is secondary, but in a game like this, it is. It's the experience of just getting all these great players onto one field and watching and enjoying some really high-quality high school baseball.
Well, and hats off to the managers to be able to get all these guys into this ball game.
It's not an easy task, too, to try to figure that out. And they take it serious, and they really plan it out, talk with their assistants, and try to make sure that it's as effective as possible because, like we said, this is where wins and losses come in secondary. Yes, they're both trying to coach to win, but first and foremost, everyone getting playing time here is the most important thing.
Yeah, you don't want to get a guy here
Nobody's getting invited to sit at an all-star game, just to keep it simple. But these guys have all brought it, and it's been a fun one today. And I love that the personality's starting to showcase more and more the further we go into YSN and the more years we keep on doing this. These kids are a lot more comfortable being themselves on camera and in these situations being live streamed. And you love to see it, too, because it's an effect of just having the media there present for these high school kids, too, that they're starting to get used to it, and they're starting to kind of know and how to behave in and around media, talking with media members, and just, like I said, I guess just being themselves all in all.
Well, and I'll tell you what, I know over at Louisville, as we've got a walk there, I can tell you at Louisville, the coaches are even aware of the media now because they actually are teaching the kids how to interview so that they can do it not just now but at the next level.
Absolutely. And, I mean, it's take it away from sports. It's always a good skill to be asked questions and know how to answer it in a professional manner and, showcase yourself in the best light, too. And all in all, I love that we're seeing the full personalities out there from these kids. They're not afraid to give it to one another. They're not afraid to go out there and take selfies. That's what we want to see at these games. And to anyone watching and anyone that, if you might see a future, you might have a future opportunity to play in one of our All-Star games. Have fun with it. That's the name of the game. That's the spirit of what we're trying to do here with this is, we want it to be a fun and competitive game, but we want first and foremost the student athletes to enjoy the time that they're having too. Called strike. Yeah, we have some of the best players in and around the Mahoning Valley area here on this baseball diamond right now, but we want it to have that feel of a bunch of guys that just got together and got on the baseball diamond to play a little pickup game. Ball goes high, ball thrown down to first and safely back over there. Caden Reese playing first. Some guys play positions maybe they're not usually used to in these type of games too, but that's part of the fun of it. Still have yet to see someone turn around and bat the way they're not supposed to.
Well,
righty go to lefty.
Well, I do know of a couple guys I've seen tonight that I've either called the games or been a part of their careers. And, a couple of these guys I saw playing different positions as the runner goes.
Throw down to second, and no one there covering the bag. Great job by Short just getting into center field to stop it. I think that was Franzaglio that kept it close as Carfangia up to bat. One down in the inning, runner in scoring position at second base. 10-2, Team Stripes in the lead. And a first pitch ball outside. Carfangia's second at bat here today. That's a ball outside as well. 2-0. Huff dealing with a runner at second. You're really not paying much attention to him. You're just trying to get these two outs.
Well, 100%. You just want to get it over with at this point if you're the Stripes.
You're almost asking for him to put it in play, give my defense a chance to try to get an out here. Right. I mean, you got outfielders, too. You're almost hoping for fly balls. As long as they're not hard hit, you got plenty of reinforcements out there to help you out. Beautiful skies overtaken here at Bob Scene Park now. As we come to our closing moments of this annual All-Star game, Carfangia hits a fly ball to left center, but right at Recitar for out number 2. Colin Recitar might be the best left center fielder you've ever seen in the game. He's barely had to move. He's got it lined up perfectly.
Yeah, he's been right on it most of the night.
There was only gold gloves you could give to left center fielders. Recitar also had a great inning on the mound pitching-wise. As a swing and a miss. 0-1, the count opens up. Team Stripes looking for the final out to clinch the win. And now they're one pitch away from doing so as Huff quickly ahead 0-2. Huff coming set. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Team Stripes wins the game 10-2 over Team Stars in our annual YSN Live Baseball All-Star Game. But I say it at the end of every one of our All-Star games, Rob, we are all winners for being able to bear witness to these great young athletes. And for a lot of them, the last time they're donning their high school uniforms before they go on to either the workforce, college as an athlete, college as a student, the trade schools that are available too, whatever it is that a lot of these young men are doing too. We witnessed a lot of their last time in their high school uniforms too, and that in of itself too, paired with what we got to see in that 7th inning stretch too, just a lot of great moments.
That was an absolute cool moment.
A lot of great moments, and that's what you can find here at the YSN Live All-Star Game. Thank you to all of our athletes. Thank you to all of our schools. 67 athletes, 38 schools represented in this baseball All-Star Game, and we couldn't have done it without each and every single one of you, and so we thank you. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, who are able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance today. To our GMs, Steve Leslie and Chris Sigler, for all the hats they wear and all the work they do for the Mahoning Valley and beyond. We thank them for all of it. And also to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, schools, and communities. You guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about. And so we thank you. I'm Ty Bartell. He's Rob Johnson. We're YSN, bidding you all a farewell and a good evening, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.